Speak up. Come forward. Cooperate. Stop hiding inside your house. Stop hiding inside your house, Brian. Come out. Gabby's family want answers. Gabby's family want answers. Gabby's family want answers, Brian. Speak up. Come forward. Cooperate. Stop hiding inside your house. Stop hiding inside your house, Brian. Come out. Gabby's family want answers. Gabby's family want answers. Gabby's family want answers, Brian. Speak up. Come forward. Cooperate. Stop hiding inside your house. Stop hiding inside your house, Brian. Come out. Gabby's family want answers. Gabby's family want answers. Gabby's family want answers, Brian. Speak up. Come forward. Cooperate. Stop hiding inside your house. Stop hiding inside your house, Brian. Come out. Gabby's family want answers. Gabby's family want answers. Gabby's family want answers, Brian. Speak up. Come forward. Cooperate. Stop hiding inside your house. Stop hiding inside your house, Brian. Come out. Gabby's family want answers. Gabby's family want answers. Gabby's family want answers.
Hi guys, I'm just trying to get this stream sorted out, but it's not happening for me. It's so sad. There's like a heap of people out the front of Laundries house right now with placards and bullhorns and they're saying that they've found a body. There was a press conference scheduled and it was called off. So there's rumors that they've found Fox News, Lisa. I'll try and get it. Can you guys hear me all right? Because I don't have the actual mic plugged in. I won't be a second. Just bear with me for a minute. It's driving me insane. You hear me okay? That's good. It's crazy. It's virtually developing while we're sitting here. Hopefully, not that we want it to be past, but hopefully they have found her. Here we go. Here's this Brian. It's not confirmed. They have found a body, guys. And this is why they've showed up at their house, I'm hearing in my earbud. Um, 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 um. Like, if this is false information, can you imagine the people that are going to end up out the front of that house by the end of the day? Fox News. I'll try and find Fox News. I'm still here, guys. Forgive me. I'm still looking. Here we go. Police moving in. It's all going crazy right now. There is stuff like literally flying around. There's helicopters in the area. At Spring Lake, the helicopter's been up for 8 hours. There's reports a body has been found, and that's why the press conference was cancelled, and that's why the police are at his house as we speak. There's a huge crowd out the front of his house, like heaps of people, but I can't find the live stream of that either. It's not happening for me. I've got all the ones that go for about 4 or 5 minutes, but I don't know how to get the actual live one. Ah, here we go, people. I found it. Or did I? No, it only goes for 21 seconds. I'm not good on Twitter. I never use it, so they've confirmed the clothing. So sad. And guys, what I'm saying is allegedly. It's not fact yet. It's just what's unraveling in the background. From what I'm hearing through my earbuds, it's Spring Lake. Christy C, Miss Justice. Good morning, Punky Banana. Now they've retracted their statement. Are you kidding me? You're okay, Miss Justice. I'm listening. Okay, so there was a media post a couple of hours ago saying that there was no connection between the two women, the married girls that were murdered. I'm sorry, this is all over the place. I'm trying to listen and talk to you guys at the same time. So apparently, while I was asleep, hi Josie, hi Lisa, there was a media release saying that Gabby's disappearance and the two women were unrelated. It had nothing to do with each other. The law enforcement have now redacted that. So there could be a link, guys. And please don't take this as fact. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing through my earbuds. He tried to pay them. I know, I seen that, J Cash. Yeah, he was definitely freaking out. I've only just woken up and I've caught little bits and pieces, so it's probably really irresponsible. But to come on half. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Fox News 13. Jeez. Fox News 13. I've got Fox News Live. I'll just see if that's. Oh, this is crazy. I'm just trying to see if it'll cut. No. Fox News 13. Oh, dearie me. This is driving me insane right now. How do we get Fox News? So that's Tampa Bay area. Is that right, Lisa? Yeah, them poor girls. They were found naked from the waist down. Just her. Oh, thank you. How do I? Why can't I click on that link in here, guys? The world really is in a sad state, Liz. It's just crazy and sad. I can't find it. So if I click on your name, Miss Justice, it doesn't. And everyone else that's posted me links, I can't go to that link from my laptop. Why is that? Can I edit it? No. I'm just trying to get back on here. Oh, dearie me. Fox 13. Still not coming up. It's insane. It's just giving me.
Packages are here, yeah, my packages are here. My packages are here.
With the new Nest doorbell.
It's just giving me their news thinger. Their evening news. Why is that? Are there many Aussies in chat? You're in the Tampa Bay area, Packless Jones. You should go to the house. I don't know. The footage I've just seen of the people at the house, like there isn't hundreds and hundreds. There's a good group there, but at one point they were nearly right up to the front door, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's not a good idea right now. Like, I know you're allowed to be on the footpath. The police can't arrest you for being on the footpath, but to be on that actual front yard is not a good idea. Yeah, that's all. I can't find the actual live stream, and I'm getting all flustered, so that isn't helping either. Hi, Deanie Mac. Oh, crap. Not a mod laughing out. Sorry. So can a mod put that in the chat? Look in YouTube. Okay. That might be a great idea, Christy. I'll try that. It's very, very frustrating when you're sitting there trying to get pages, but it is uncovering as live sort of Fox News. No, it's still there. Oh, here we go, guys. I found it. Is it still live, though?
Remember, relate. Rescan your TV now to find decades on broadcast channel 13.5.
Okay.
If you've changed the way you watch television and use a smart TV or one of those streaming devices like Amazon's Fire Stick or Roku, make sure you download the Fox Now app to watch
Plays are coming out, guys.
Primetime shows and sporting events. The Fox Now app. Get it now. Do you remember what happened? Man should remember his past.
Do you remember one time when we were small, we were out here? Do you remember the first song that you guys ever wrote together?
That's not live either.
And take pleasure in relating them to others.
Remember me, huh? Oh, sure, I remember you. I, of course, remember you.
Remember the magic. Remember the moments. Remember the movies.
Watch movies over the air on 13.2 and on these cable providers.
Where is Gabby?
Where is Gabby?
Where is Gabby? Where is Gabby? Where is Gabby? Where is Gabby? is Gabby? Where 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 is Gabby?
You know what happened to her? Where is she?
Laundry family, where is Gabby?
Where is she?
Where is she?
Anything, Brian. You were the
Cooperate.
last one seen with her.
Cooperate, Brian. Cooperate with authority. Gabby's parents want answers.
They deserve answers.
But you want me on, or you just
Cooperate. Tell them what you know, Brian. Mr. and Mrs. Laundry, cooperate with police.
Police. You guys are acting like a bunch of cowards.
Cooperate with police. Gabby's family has suffered enough. They want answers. Bring Gabby home.
Yes. Where is she, Brian? What did you do with her?
Where is Gabby?
Where is Gabby?
Where is Gabby?
Where is Gabby? Where is Gabby? Where is Gabby? Where is Gabby? Where is Gabby? Where is Gabby? Where is Gabby? Where is Gabby? Where is Gabby? Where is Gabby? Where is Gabby? Where is Gabby?
Laundry family, where's Gabby?
Come on out.
Officer, thank you for your service, but please, what do you know?
What do you know?
What do you know? Where's Gabby? She's safe.
Anything at all. We're all
She's
sitting out
safe.
here
Gabby's
waiting.
safe. Keep your hands on Gabby.
Did you talk to Brian?
Where's Brian at? Where is Gabby? Our family want answers. Laundry family, cooperate with authorities. Where is Gabby? 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 Where is
Well, that's the thing. I just saw another one pull up.
Where is Gabby?
There's evidence.
Gabby?
So sad, guys. Okay, we've got documents going in some sort. So I'm hearing, guys, that the police are there on request of the parents. The parents asked for them to go there to speak with police. So hopefully they're talking. Yeah, it does look like an evidence bag. This is getting really intense, guys. Yeah, it is live, Amber. Okay, so they're making a move back now. Just in case I was muted and I thought you guys could hear me, the Northport Police or law enforcement redacted their statement about the two ladies that were murdered, that it wasn't related. You know how they said that a couple of
I don't know. Should we?
hours ago? Oh, what happened? Sorry, guys. I was sharing the wrong thing. Let's go back here.
Where is Gabby? 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 Where is Gabby?
So law enforcement put out a statement a couple of hours ago saying that there was no link between the two ladies that were murdered and Gabby's disappearance, but they've now redacted that
Let
statement
me run to my car.
as well. Seagate, the police are at Laundries' house on request of the parents, not because of the people out the front, but because they wanted to speak to them about something. So hopefully we've got some positive things happening.
Bring him out, cut, please.
Request. Yes, so the family contacted them and wanted to speak to them. So the parents are going to do all the talking, not Brian, by the sound of it. Crazy. No arrests yet, but with everything that's happening right now, I don't think it's too far away that something's going to happen. J Cash. They're going to have cops watch the house or the mob might get out of control. Yeah, people. Yeah, well, it is nighttime over there, Nelly, isn't it? I wonder what they are going to put in that evidence bag. I just think that law enforcement should be handling this. I know how emotions can get out of hand. I'm not sure about the phone, J Cash. I think it is. But telephone companies can still get all the data and everything off it, I'm pretty sure. Like messages, locations, because it pings off towers as well for location. Amber, you look so much like that girl that was a witness, Amber, just by your little photo. I just know it was Grand Teton's Park. They were going to do a press conference but cancelled. Yeah. So the rumor, it's a rumor, is they've found a body, but it's not confirmed. So please don't take this as fact because it's not. I'm just relaying what I'm hearing. But at least they've got everyone away from the front door. No, but you look like her. You know the lady that gave him a lift? Just your little photo looks like her. It's It's coming to a head. And yes, they do need. Oh, they just took photos. Did you see that? They're taking photos. Oh dear. Oh, you just seen how much trouble I had, Christy, to try and find this footage. Plus, I'm half asleep and I've only had half a coffee. Take him out in handcuffs, perp walk. Yeah, well, that's what we're sitting here waiting for, I think. Whether it happens or not, I do not know. Like, he needs to just go willingly now for an interview at least and get him out of that house. Because, as you say, as it gets darker, this is going to become a situation, I think. Apparently, he is inside the house, Amber, from what I'm hearing.
Well, there's probably 4 in there.
But it looks like it's starting to get a bit darker. So you got to remember, guys, I'm all the way in Australia, so I don't know what time it is.
No, it's not.
I'll be right back popping on the kettle. Okay, Punky.
There you go. I'm sure that.
And her dad. Did you see him in the golf cart, guys? Him and his wife going up and down the street with the banners and stuff. Like, that would be me. I would be out the front of that house in a sleeping bag if I have to be. Because they know. And the whole world knows they know. I don't think any of us would be any different. And his mum, Gabby's mum, every time I look at her, I just can't imagine. Yeah, it did look like a lot of photos, didn't it? It's 7:30 p.m. Thanks, Packless Jones. It's crazy. Crazy sad.
Salt Lake.
Yeah, if he was innocent, why would you lawyer up? Why would you not say what you know?
Just mic check.
I'm dialed in. I heard programming in a second.
Yeah, my youngest daughter's 26. But don't you think Gabby looks even younger than 22? You know, she's still sort of got that little teenager face. I know, I'd love to know what's going on inside that house. Lots of photos by the look of it.
Here at this time, we are not speaking with Brian. I wonder.
Yeah, you'd have no need to if Amber, if you were innocent, you would just say, well, we had an argument. She took off on foot and I haven't seen her since. You know? Yeah, she does. She only looks about 18. Definitely, I would have thought her in a high school. Yeah, she does look so much younger than 22. Like a boy in the balloon thing, maybe. I don't think so, Packless. But you wouldn't put yourself or your families into this sort of turmoil, would you, just to get famous? I have heard that's a couple of days ago that maybe it's a stage thing to boost their online presence, but I really don't think you would go to this extreme. Yeah, she just looks so sweet and young and happy, except for the body cam footage. I think they've been a couple since high school, Miss Justice.
I don't know if they need to turn it up on there because it was working fine earlier.
CBS News on YouTube is holding a press conference. Okay. I'm just going to try and find that while you guys are watching this.
Sorry.
Where is it?
Correct. Correct.
Wait, Gabby's dad talked to him for 5 minutes. Yeah. I don't think there'd be much talking going on. Yeah, you can see the little solar lights coming on now. I can't find it, guys. Where is that?
Yeah, say he's already taken all this before. Right. Guys, here we go.
Okay.
Where's Gabby? What did they tell you? Where's Gabby? Brian, Bob, you're a coward! Where's Gabby? Where's Gabby?
So that must be the parents' car. Search warrant. They don't have gloves on, so not looking for evidence. That's
Hi,
a
I can
good
hear you
point.
very faintly. Yes, I can do that. Hey guys, we're over here outside the laundry home. As you can see, a large crowd has gathered here. We'll pan over just so you can get an idea of how many people have gathered outside the home. But according to Northport Police, they are currently speaking with the Laundrie family at their request. And at this time, they are not speaking with Brian. They said that more details will be available when they have them. Now, we've been here for maybe about an hour or so at this point. We did see at one point 2 officers come out of the house. They went back in with some brown bags. As it sounds like you were just watching, they went inside this one car and were doing what appeared to be a search of some sort. So we're still waiting for more details from Northport Police on exactly what they're speaking to the family about and what is indeed happening here right now. We will bring you more details as we get them, but that's what we have right now, the latest here from Northport tonight.
It is crazy. Oh, this phone keeps vibrating. This is why public execution should be brought back. Right, T. Riley, pathetic. Yeah, I seen that comment, T. Riley, and yeah, it is disappointing, isn't it? As it gets darker, I do agree with whoever said it in the chat. It's going to get rowdier. So it's just been confirmed she was alive on the 26th of August through law enforcement. Is that still live, guys? Yeah. I feel like I'm schizophrenic. I've got earbuds in as well as a headset and trying to talk to you guys at the same time. No, Punky, they come out and look through that silver sedan car. They've got the people off the actual front yard. They've taken photos. We could see flashes going off. These people are going to think that protesting got the parents to talk. Well, from what I've heard, the parents requested the police go there. But then they went in with an envelope as well, which someone said is probably a search warrant. You are multi. I don't know about that. Not on one coffee, guys. I couldn't juggle like you do. Thanks for the stream. That's okay. I'm just sort of fumbled my way through it. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have probably found the stream because I tried about 15 minutes earlier and I had to delete it because I just couldn't sort it out. But we get there in the end. Yeah, the crowd doesn't actually know what we've got in our ears, so we don't know 100% certain yet that they have found her. It's just a rumor. So can you imagine if this crowd gets whiff of that? And the darker it gets, and I'm not trying to incite that it's going to be horrible. Let's just hope it doesn't get ugly, because that's not what I'm wanting to happen. No problem, Seagate. I'm supposed to be getting ready to go and have the C shot, and we've got to travel an hour away to get it, so I won't be able to be on. You sure, Miss Justice? I can go and get a coffee. I just wanted to share it with you and have a little chat while I was doing it. Was the rumor that she was found alive? The rumor that I've heard is that they found her deceased, but it hasn't been 100% confirmed yet. So it was at String Lake on the 26th that she was confirmed alive. 26th of August is confirmed she was still alive on that day. Yeah, it's the second one. So Seagate. So I'm a little bit apprehensive because so many people have said they haven't felt well after it, but I'm a tough girl. I'll get there. I just hope I can still talk so I can come on here and talk to you. Wonderful little people. And if you haven't subscribed, guys, that would be fabulous if you could, because we have a lovely group in here. And we have lots of laughs as well as talk about the serious stuff. Can we send you a DoorDash coffee? We don't even have DoorDash in our town, Danny Mac, but thanks for the thought. We have a pizza delivery shop, and there's a couple of restaurants that will individually deliver, but we don't have Uber Eats or Menulog or anything like that. Sadly, well, it's probably a good thing because I'd probably never go grocery shopping again. No, and I respect that, Packless. It's an individual decision, and I'm not going to go into all of that, but I'm immune compromised, so because I'm in remission from non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. So that's my reasoning that, you know. Oh, thank you, Amber. Oh, thank you so much. We are a very sweet group. I just can't handle all the other bullshit that goes on. Like, it's so stressful, and it's horrible the way some groups just, all they want to do is keep attacking each other and whinging about this one and that one, and I just can't do it. I've got enough to worry about in life without what Create is saying what about me. Like, no. And like, I keep in my own lane. I don't want to deliberately annoy someone so that they have a great big sook about me, and then they send their haters over here. Like, no. Like, I watched one last night, our time, and they spent, I actually time-stamped it. This one channel said they're not all about the drama, da-di-da-di-da, but then went on to bag 6 different people out over 42 minutes. And I thought, are you listening to yourself right now? Like, I'm not going to mention the channel. I'm not going to say any more, but really. Okay, guys, I'm getting a coffee. I'll be back. guys, I just heard that why they got the stuff out of that little silver car is because they're about to tow that silver car away. It's just come over the local scanner that they're taking that car into police evidence as well. I wonder, so he might have took her home. Oh dear Lord. Who knows? Seagate. Hi Elaine. It puts another dimension on it, like maybe why would they take that car? Like maybe he has taken her home and then oh really? Why do people have the need to go and falsify? Why would you think in your head, oh, it's a good idea, I might go and make a fake retraction document that's not real? Oh, some people, honest to God. Seems they are just trying everything legally possible to bug or anything Brian was in contact with since he got back. Yeah. I can't click on the link, Miss Justice. Like if I click on your name, all it does is put it on the screen. I can't actually click on a link. Josie, I think it'll definitely be solved before summers. Maybe by morning your time, guys. Yeah, I did see that before I went to sleep last night, Packless, that they had a storage unit and there was a heap of drugs and paraphernalia found in their storage unit. So maybe it was drug related. It's just no one deserves that. What do people get out of faking these documents? Like, I just don't understand it. Are they demented? Like, you would have to be demented. Crime Lines and Lies channel. Yeah, I can't. I'm not going to live stream someone else's channel. Okay, I'll have a look at her. I don't know what I've done here, but I've got so many tabs open. Hang on. Crime Lines and Lies.
someone to speak.
Do you think she'll get mad if I stream her stream? News Channel 8. Hope both are yeah, I do too, Seagate. Yeah, I'm trying to get the other one. I think that guy on that other stream is just talking and talking and talking. They've gone back to
And right now, Brian Laundrie, and there are people that are extremely frustrated about this, but it's the facts, folks. Brian Laundrie is a person of interest, has been charged with any crime. And in fact, that brings us to the next question here. And this is one of the most popular questions we've been getting here on stream. Darcy Stone here, #KJB. Can't the police legally question him since he had her van without her?
Okay.
Remember, the van was in Gabby's name. Brian drove the van from wherever, whether it was Wyoming or Utah, Grand Teton National Park in Northwest Wyoming. He drove the van in Gabby's name without Gabby back here to Northport, Florida. So there have been people asking, can you charge him with a crime connected to the fact that he took the car that was in her name and drove it all the way back here to Florida? That question specifically was asked to the Northport police chief a couple of days ago. And the answer, we were expecting a long answer, but the answer is no. And there is a legal explanation for this. And as of right now, we just understand that is not enough to charge Brian Laundrie with a crime. And maybe, and listen, this is one of those, when you're getting into crimes being charged potentially, every state's different. Every state has different laws when it comes to crimes of that type. And it's very possible that if it was in a different state, maybe in the state that you're joining us from, wherever you're watching from, maybe it's a crime in your state. But here in Florida, based on what we know,
I've got like 30
legally
tabs
here,
open
that is not enough to charge Brian Laundrie, which of course has been a source of frustration for so many. Angela Gianna here. I'm glad that you brought this one up here, Angela, because this is something I referenced earlier on in the stream. Did they have a #AJB? Did they have a warrant? Did the family volunteer to speak with them? Let's rewind here. We're going to go to the Northport Police Twitter feed. They said 43 minutes ago, Northport Police are currently speaking with the Laundrie family at their request. At this time, we are not speaking with Brian. More details when available. So, did the family, let's start with the second part of this question first from Angela. Did the family volunteer to speak with them? The family requested to speak. But Brian's not talking to investigators. Why, you see the big bold words here at the bottom of your screen. Breaking. Police enter Brian Laundrie's home. But that does not mean that they are speaking with Brian.
They're getting really
so
vocal.
The family volunteered to
speak
speak with them. They requested, yes, to speak with officers with Northport Police, but we don't know why. And we wonder if it's connected to the crowd that gathered here, a crowd that had megaphones, a crowd that was chanting, a crowd that was growing larger. We didn't know if this was going to be a crowd of 5 people, 15 people, 500 people. We had no idea when we sort of began hearing word of a demonstration that was going to be organized. Clearly here we are getting darker and darker here on this particular shot. I don't know if there's anything that I can do here to make this shot any brighter. We'll absolutely try here. Let's do some on the fly. Oh, there's a light. Okay, hold on a sec. I didn't do that. That was a light from a news crew here. I just want people to be able to see if anything happens here. And I don't think that there's going to be much here that I can do, but let's try. Let's try here for a moment. No,
yes,
there's
T.
nothing that I'm
Riley.
going to be able
Press
to do
for
here to make this feed
YouTube.
any better. It's just too dark. I could brighten it up if we could see some of it, and we can see an out. Oh, there's some lights. Those are some news crews. And let's go to the other camera feed here.
Hey, Liz, can you hear me? I can hear you. Liz,
That's
mic
Nico
check 1, 2,
Clemens.
Liz.
That's Nico Clemens getting ready with our producer Liz Hall for the 8 o'clock newscast on WTTA. And there we have now, as I mentioned earlier, news crews going into their vans, getting their lights here. And if you're looking outside from inside the Laundry household now you're just going to see light. A lot of LED lights that are being set up on stands here pointed at the Laundry household here. So, hey, Angela, thanks a lot for your comment. I'll be looking for more #HeyJB comments here in the Facebook Live comment section. I want to also remind there is a
So the reporter might not know that
amount
they're going to tow that car.
we talked about this earlier. Have you been on TikTok? Have you been on Reddit? It's a rabbit hole of conspiracy theories and unsubstantiated claims. And a lot of them, and I know that there are a lot of folks here that are #HeyJB trying to get my attention, so I would animate the comment on screen to throw up a conspiracy theory of some kind, a claim of some kind. And I'm just
There's a
just
lot
not gonna do it
happening
because,
on
again,
the local
we're trying to
scanner
stay
too,
rooted
but I
in
don't have
reality
enough
here. We have a
ears to
responsibility
listen
to
to
our
that
viewers
as
to
well.
stay rooted in reality. And while there might be some online sleuths who have found something very, very interesting, again, we are going to be relying on law enforcement agencies and, of course, all of the credible outlets that we of course rely on in massive news stories or from stories small to big. That's how it works. So let's go back here live, show you again. This is the most that we can see here. I'll look for some more #HeyJB comments here, but again, as a reminder, we're not going to be sharing any conspiracy theories. All right, someone's coming out of the house. Let's listen in.
I don't have super stickers. No. What did they say in that? There's more evidence bags. How do I have super stickers?
You good? Oh no, you're good. The cameraman almost hit her in the face.
Some chatter here amongst our news crews here.
I shouldn't have super
this is a
stickers.
chaotic scene. And again, I spoke to some experience earlier covering events like this, or there are some terms they use to describe when
I'm
there's
so
this many
confused,
camera crews
guys.
outside of one very small location. It can get very much elbow to elbow, and our crews here are working very hard to provide us with the images that you're seeing.
Really, I
They're
have
doing their
super
job.
stickers.
So, big shout out to our crews in the field here that are doing everything they can to stay in position
Yeah,
here
it is
and
sad.
provide us with a
Imagine
shot
living
of
next
value
door.
here as far as being able to see something that is lit and see something that is, of course, oh, now, wow, look at that. Okay, so lights are being turned on here left and right. Again,
Really?
just waiting for more activity here outside of the laundry.
Yeah,
There's
Miss
8 on your
Justice.
sides. Nico, oh, okay, we
I
just
got
had
an
somebody going in.
email yesterday and
Okay,
it said
that
I
is an
had to fill
officer
this stuff
going into the
out,
home with brown paper bags. Got that?
but I didn't think it was for super stickers.
What appeared to be brown paper bags.
Really?
And this is not the first time
But
that
then
we
you
have
get
heard
all
a
the
report
hate
of
and
them
all
going
that
into the
stuff
house with brown
about
paper bags. And
monetizing
the
it.
reason why that is significant here, folks, is that
I thought
investigators
it
will
had to
bring
do
in
with
brown
my
paper bags a lot to
community tab.
collect evidence. So we, again, just another little piece, another clue here as we're trying to decipher what's going on inside of the house. We don't know what is going on inside of the house right now, but that's the second time that that officers have been seen
Oh
going
my
into
God, I
the
wish
front
they'd be
door of this
quiet.
house with paper bags. Take that for what you will. at
Police
this
have
stage in the
her van,
investigation here. We're going to
Amber.
get to 8 on your sides. Nico Clemens
They
here
took it
in just a moment. I want to bring up
a couple of days, or
really
maybe the
quickly
next
here,
day
'cause
after she was
it seems
reported
like
missing.
there's activity here at the house. I'm going to bring this up here from Kimberly. #HeyJB. Check out the latest press release from the Grand County Sheriff's Department. I am very glad that Kimberly brought this up because I was going to reference this at the top of our stream for the prayer vigil here because there have been people that have been asking about the Utah double murder. In the last several days, that's the
I
number
don't understand
1,
this
2, or
sticker
maybe the
thing.
top 3 question that we have received here on WFLA Now. Is Gabby's disappearance connected to the double murder of 2 women, a couple in
They're
Utah?
doing
Right, a
everything
lot
legally they
of
can to bug
potential
them.
connections
Or
there as
maybe
far as
see or
time
hear
and
something,
location.
probably
But
bug
a
the
release
police.
was sent out by the
They
sheriff's
probably
department
have,
there
you
in Grand
wouldn't know.
County saying that there is no connection. They have determined there is no connection between the Utah double homicide and Gabby Petito's disappearance.
Right.
Let's get you back out
There
here
we
live
go.
here, folks.
It's
Let's just
been
kind of listen
confirmed.
in here for a moment as I gather more hashtag AJB comments here out of the Facebook Live comment section.
I'm not sure, Jay Cash. Yeah, I will, Miss Justice. Because Miss Justice knows how excited I've been to get the community tab and to be able to stream off my phone. So
Folks, we're standing by here for a live report by 8 on Your Side's Nico Clemens. It's at the top of our 8 o'clock newscast on WTTA Great 38. For our audience here in the Tampa Bay area, find WTTA Great 38 in your local listings, and you'll, of course, find our 8 o'clock newscast with team coverage on what is currently occurring here at Brian Laundrie's home. In the meantime, we'll see everybody live on WFLA Now. Here's Nico Clemens.
And the parents of Brian Laundrie, they wanted to speak with officers, so that's why they're here. They're not speaking with Brian, they're speaking with Brian's parents. But you can hear in the background, dozens of people here in the Northport community have made their way to the Laundrie household. They're demanding Brian Laundrie to come out, speak, tell officers what he knows about Gabby's location. We know Brian Laundrie got back to Northport on the 1st. Gabby's mother filed that missing persons report all the way from New York on the 11th. So tomorrow will make a week since Gabby's mother made that missing persons report. But again, we're still waiting to get more information from police. They did tweet a while ago. They're here because the parents wanted to speak with them. That's all we know right now. We did learn today that officers do not have Gabby's cell phone. That's what a spokesman with the Northport Police Department told us earlier today. Does not have Gabby's cell phone. So that, on top of Brian not speaking with law enforcement officers, it's making it very difficult for officers to find Gabby. We know they were last out west in the Wyoming area, Yellowstone National Park, Grand Teton. They've posted on their social media pages this week pictures of Gabby. But back here at the home again, officers have spent the last hour and a half inside. They're carrying in and out or inside brown bags. They've carried several brown bags inside the home. So we're not sure what they're looking for, what they're searching for, if they're going to collect anything. But again, they're here speaking with the parents. We know the parents are inside. We know people have been at the home the last several days, waiting to see if anyone would come out. We now know people are inside the home. They're not speaking with Brian. Again, they're speaking with the parents. So of course, we're staying on top of this story. We are going to stay here all night.
With your doggy.
Allison Henning is here as well, our Sarasota County Bureau reporter. And so, of course, we'll bring you the latest once we get that information. Josh and Jen, back to you all.
Yeah, exactly, Amber. And Brian was at home on the 1st of September. Hi, Shannon.
Funny you say that, Josh, because once people learned that officers were at the Laundrie household, it seemed like the entire community just flooded and made their way to the Laundrie household. And at one point, the entire street was blocked, filled with cars and people. So officers have had to clear the street. They've had to basically turn some people away, tell some people, hey, you can't be here. But the street was full with people, full with cars. And if it was brighter outside, we could show you the line of cars just up and down the street right now. So there's no indication that they're going to tell people to stop yelling or screaming, where is Gabby? But we do know they're trying to clear the street because there are tons of people out here right now.
In a golf cart going up and down out the front. So I'm pretty sure her biological dad has been right out the front of Laundrie's house.
Mommy and Daddy can't save you now. You
Yes, exactly, Packless. Prayers are Gabby. Cool, Shannon. Be careful. Don't you go speeding.
We're good? What happened?
You guys are just as guilty as your son, and I hope that you right now.
Good? Yep. Can you turn this off? I didn't mean to like.
The rumor is Brian flew home on the 1st and put all of Gabby's belongings in storage,
All right, hey
then
there,
flew
folks.
back
JB
and
Pino here
drove
with
the
you live
van
on
home.
WFLA Now. Don't go anywhere. Oh, there.
Really?
Okay, so I thought, again, eyes playing tricks on me, and
Hi,
apologies. I
Pippi.
thought
Sorry,
that
I
we
didn't say
lost
hello to
our
you when you
feed
came
there.
in.
And, well, it's not really a feed. If you look very closely, turn up the brightness on your iPhone, you'll be able to see that there's an outline of a palm tree there. Our crews have been out there for an extended period of time here. So we're making some moves here, swapping batteries, just making sure that we can stay on this here for you. We do have several different feeds to go here, but okay, so
And they're
photographer
getting
getting a little
ready,
bit of a rest, pointing
apparently.
up at the sky here,
They're
and
going
now
to take
okay,
that
correctly
silver
pointed
vehicle
at
away.
the house here. We'll try to get some more comments here, but we just had a comment come in here a short time ago wanting me to clarify the release from the Grand County Sheriff's Department, and this comes from Chief Deputy Daryl Meacham. Okay, so this is again from Utah. It has been determined that the Gabby Petito missing person case is not related to the double homicide case involving Crystal Turner and Kylan Shulette, excuse me. So the Grand County Sheriff's Office has determined, based on their investigation, the double homicide and Gabby Petito's disappearance are not connected. That's what they say. That is the release. It is one sentence long, and that's all that they said, because the Grand County Sheriff's Department in Utah has been inundated with inquiries about that particular case and whether or not it's connected to Gabby Petito disappearing here. Let's go here live, and we'll turn up the audio here. Let's see if we can just listen in to outside Brian Laundries home.
Well, I mean, she's the one back.
It's intense.
I go with her fault.
All your fault.
He flew home the 17th to the 23rd to clear out storage locker to save that money. They're about to do a street block. They're going to block off the street, guys. Yeah, Pamela, maybe. It's just a pity they've waited till night time to move on this. Yeah, I did see that, Pippi. Yeah, I did see it. She looks a little bit like Amber that's in here. The police have been in there for ages, Shannon.
We have another feed here now to show you as we continue to look here at the laundry home here. Lighting
They've
is
gone
definitely
in
a
with
concern
evidence
now.
back,
It is dark
Shannon,
out there,
and
but wow,
taking photos.
Our camera crews are zooming in here on a
All
shadowy
good, just be
figure
careful,
here, and that
Shannon.
appeared to be an officer. Again, if you're just joining us here, folks, there have been several numerous interesting developments that have occurred here outside of the home, and let's kind of
somebody else did
rewind here and backtrack for a second on what we have seen. First, before the stream began, we got word that officers were entering the home with brown paper bags. Then, what appeared to be brown paper bags in the hand of an officer, that happened about 10 minutes ago. So, an additional officer going in with what appeared to be
like
a brown paper bag in their hand, or at least several brown paper bags. Now, we bring that up. Why? Why is that interesting? Because brown paper bags being brought into the home of somebody that's being investigated, that is usually to collect evidence. When you add that up with the fact that about 30 to 45 minutes ago now, We had officers going into the silver
Yeah,
Ford
Miss Justice,
Mustang
that's a
convertible in
good
the
point. I
driveway
wonder where
that
the
Allison Henning
attorney
has
is
been
right
reporting has
now.
been there for really the entirety of the week. That when you pull the two together, we're starting to see a little bit of a pattern here as to what is happening inside of the household. It tells us something, but at the same time, it tells us very, very little because we don't know what's going on inside of the house. But officers have been spotted going into, including on this stream, spotted going into the house with brown paper bags. And we also had on the stream a short time ago, and you can rewind if you want to find that moment, officers going into the silver Ford Mustang convertible there in the driveway. And we believe at this time that that is not that's not an unmarked police vehicle. That is a vehicle that is either a family member of the Laundrie family, a friend of the Laundrie family, or perhaps of a legal aid, maybe. But that vehicle has been there for a considerable amount of time. Let's listen in here one more time on WFLA now.
What? Something. Hang on. So there's a rumor going around right now that he's took off with us and left a suicide.
I want to bring up a great. As you listen here to some of the chatter from some of the folks that have gathered out there, and they are chanting quite loudly here. I believe that they have some megaphone devices there to, of course, amplify their voice here. But let's someone made a great comment, and this is why being live here with our audience on WFLA Now is so beneficial to us and advantageous, because bring up things that in the moment here can help us decipher what might be actually going on here. And they didn't use hashtag AJB, so I can't animate the comment on screen. Of course, that's our system here, because we don't want to animate a comment on screen.
Confirmed
Somebody
by
doesn't want
law
their
enforcement.
profile picture and
Brian
name on
Laundrie
screen
is
here.
not in that
But they
house,
pointed out here that
and
Gabby Petito
they have no
lived
clue
with
where
Brian
he
Laundrie
is.
for a period of about a year. And that's something that we found out here in the last several days. And could the evidence that is being collected here, or could the reason that they are bringing in those brown paper bags is not to take things that belong to the Laundrie family, but belong to Gabby Petito? Again, it's just an observation here from our audience. We don't know if that's the case. We don't know if the brown paper bags are connected to them collecting things from inside of the household here. But it's something that originally didn't enter my mind here. So big shout out to the commenter here that noted that here a short time ago. Again, use hashtag AJB, and we can feature your comments here on screen. I'll look for some more comments starting now here in our Facebook Live, Twitter, and YouTube comment sections here. I'll be starting to look for them here now. I know we have a bunch coming in.
They've got
In the meantime,
people saying to go and tell the lady with the bullhorn to megaphone Marge to get off there, because Brian's not inside the house. There are helicopters in the vicinity of his house, just north of I-75. No, he's not in the house, but they're looking for him. And there's allegedly a suicide note. Yeah, maybe Packless, but why would they have the helicopter up there? I don't know. Oh my God. He better not do anything to himself until they've found her, please. Hey, K-Zona. This is a big beef of mine. Like, we'll talk about it a bit later, but if your child does wrong people, from an early age, tell them it's wrong and do not enable their bad traits. That's all I'm going to say right now. Acknowledge it and
All right,
deal
JB
with
back
it.
with you here, folks, as we continue to monitor all the developments here outside of the home. There hasn't been much in the last 20 minutes or so here. The last that was significant
Is this
was
guy's
probably
not
about 20
on the
or so
scene,
minutes
is he?
ago,
The one that's on the side
when
talking.
we had an officer enter the home with what appeared to be a brown paper bag in their hand. And again, that's usually to collect something as far as law enforcement.
It's
but
going
we
around
don't know
Twitter
what is going on
apparently.
inside the house. We don't even know if Brian's in the house.
Who's
but
the
more
most
on that here,
hated person in
just a
America
second. As
tonight?
we've been
Brian
talking about,
Laundrie or the lady
we
with
can
the
animate comments
megaphone?
on screen here using the hashtags that we have. Normally, we
If
have
he is
a
going to
lot of
kill
folks here
himself, he would
joining
confess
us, like Justin
before,
Checker, Masa
and
Saidi,
parents
Walt
would tell
Petito,
right
a lot of
away.
folks that are here all around your
Oh, I don't
screen,
know.
usually in a quad box format here where we can all take
They
turns
don't seem
answering
to
your
like to
questions. It's
say
Friday night.
much about
A lot
their
of crews
son.
home with their family here, other than our crews, of course, that are obviously here in the field. So the only hashtag that we have here is hashtag HeyJB, and I'll feature some of the comments that we've received here in the last several minutes. Helen here, hashtag HeyJB. Could the parents be charged if they
The
know
whole
something and not
situation for
say anything? And I
everybody
think that
involved
is, of
is
course,
so
within the realm of possible
cruel.
here. But that's secondary.
He needs to
Completely
just
secondary to whether or not,
be
first and
brave
foremost,
and just
Brian Laundrie is going to be
just
charged
own
with
it.
a crime.
That's all
We
he
don't,
can
at
do.
this time,
Like,
he is a person of interest, and there are no grounds to arrest him for any
he
crime.
really
Let's keep that in
needs
mind.
to just
Innocent until
give
proven
it up.
guilty. Folks don't want to hear it.
It's not
There are
going to
people in
be
our comment
nice for
section that
his
don't want
parents
to
to have
hear
to
that
deal with that
fact, that
either, you know?
foundational fact here for the law and how the law works in this country. But that's the fact. Innocent until proven guilty.
No,
And while
I wouldn't
the
either,
optics
Amber.
here with Brian remaining silent, they're poor. They're really, really nightmarishly poor here. Let's keep in mind, innocent until proven guilty here. Let's get to Kyra's comment here. Hashtag HeyJB. Is it possible they arrest the parents? The other cop mentioned handcuffs. Arresting the parents before arresting Brian would be, I would need some legal expert here to
K-Zona's
charge
gorgeous.
a parent with a crime and
Thank
before
you for
charging
coming
Brian
in,
with a
K-Zona.
crime. Now let's
Thank you all for coming in.
Let's just kind of let's hear from the officer. Hold on.
All to please, he understands the purpose, the chanting, all that, but we ask for you guys to please be calm, okay? And respect the neighborhood, okay? But it's not helping what you're doing. You being here.
There is a lot to watch, isn't there?
But the yelling, the profanities that were earlier, I'm not saying they are now, is not helping. So I just ask you, please, just to have respect for the neighborhood. We understand why you're here, and our officers have been very lenient in working with you all. I can't speak to that, but I'm here for you guys just to try to keep this calm and peaceful. All right, my officers we're here with you guys.
We're being peaceful. We just want answers.
Thank you with the bullhorn. Thank you. So please, I ask you, please keep it down.
Is Brian Dirty Laundry in the house right now?
Oh my God.
I thought we were good. Okay.
Brian Dirty Laundry.
I can't scream, so I'm asking a personal question.
So I ask you, please, again, on behalf of Chief Garrison, please respect the peace, okay? You guys can be here, but please respect that.
There's no peace until Gabby's found.
Are they showing her respect? Don't worry. Where's Gabby's respect? Where's her family's respect?
That brings us to our next comment here. And Kista Gifford, hashtag HeyJB. Am I the only one that thinks calling names and disrupting
we're
the
not
family
having
isn't
weirdness
okay?
in here.
And to Kista's comment here, I've had a lot of
We
comments
don't need
our
all
way.
that drama
People that believe that while
that goes
finding
on
Gabby and knowing
around the
Gabby's
truck.
whereabouts is the number one
It's
priority
become
right now.
more about
That there's a right way to go
drama
about things,
than
there's a wrong way to go about things.
what we
But
really
at this
need
point,
to be
I don't think anything is going to hush this
concentrating
crowd.
on.
Where is Gabby?
Next step is we're blocking the roadway. Get him outside.
No, me either. You know, K-Zona, I get really frustrated with spelling and punctuation as well. I just hope I
I'll say
spelled
this.
everything
I'll say
okay for
this.
you.
People have been arrested for less. And so I think that there
He is a
you
nice
heard the
officer,
officer
wasn't
there
he?
talking about the word that came to mind is leniency. I can't think of many news stories where a crowd of people were on the front lawn. Early, remember when we started this stream, we had the picture of the entire crowd on the front lawn, and then it was the officer that pushed them back and pushed them back. I don't know if I've ever seen that being allowed for as long as it was allowed for. It was a period of 15, 20, maybe even more than 20 minutes where everyone was just on the front lawn of the Laundry home and no one was being told to move backwards. It
I
was a
couldn't get
very
over that, how
bizarre,
close they were to the
strange
front
scene
door.
there, but eventually they told
Kimmy
everybody to
Jean,
move back into the
apparently
street. They're
he's,
clearly
no one knows
obstructing
where he is,
traffic
and
in this roadway.
apparently,
And folks
allegedly,
again, there are people
rumor
commenting, is this legal?
is
In
he
fact, where is the
has left a
comment here, just
suicide
so that I
note.
can prove to you that that this is
I
the
don't know if that's 100%.
well, we've had a lot of people asking without the hashtag, is this
but
legal? Is this
apparently he's
demonstration
definitely
legal?
not inside
Herbert
the
Bryant,
house.
hashtag AJB. I think the police should try to keep the crowd outside the home quiet. Yeah, and not just for, well, it's really for the neighbors here, but the neighbors here, we have heard from neighbors here in this area. They are extremely upset that this is happening.
He's definitely got issues, that's for sure.
If this is happening where you live, imagine if it was happening just down the street or worse in the home right next to yours. And this has been reality for you the last several days. People just are outside of your home at all hours of the day, all hours of the night, and now reaching here a fever pitch with everybody chanting, including with megaphones. Here. So
they were right up there.
Whether it's, back to the point I was trying to make, the officer said, we understand why you're here. We're being lenient, but people have been arrested for less. So if people continue to not cooperate with the commands,
I know, Kimmy Jean, it's
from
morning in
investigators here, from
Australia,
officers
and
here, they're disturbing the peace. Could
I woke
people
up to
actually
this
be
as well,
leave
and
here
I
in
was like,
handcuffs?
oh
I'm
my
sure it's
God.
entirely possible, but at this time, I think that police understand why people are here, why people have gathered, and there's going to be a lot of leniency, but only to a point. Let's get to some more of the comments here in the Facebook Live comment section. As I promised, I'm just going to continue to take hashtag KJB comments here until we have some activity here outside of the house. Let's see. Gabby Culpepper, hashtag KJB, did the camera crews see anything being taken out of the car? Hey, commenters, this is where you guys can help us out. I was watching. I didn't see anything. But this brings us to another comment here, Gabby, from Kyle Kellerman, hashtag KJB. Kyle's got a lot of rings in his hands there in his profile picture there.
Yeah, maybe that's why the police, the
they just have been getting stuff out of the car for the family so that they didn't have to go outside. Kyle, yes, this is a very astute comment here from one of our commenters, one of our viewers here on WFLA Now. The family might have requested to get something to retrieve an item from their vehicle, the Ford Silver Mustang there, the convertible there in the driveway, and they didn't feel safe going outside. They didn't want to be photographed by the media or of course on a live stream by all the folks that are out here. So maybe they requested and gave the keys to officers and said, would you please retrieve ABC item from the vehicle? So Kyle, that's a great comment here, and we don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna have a ciggy, guys, and I'll be back. Ashley Crocker, hashtag AJB. No matter what happened, I hope her family is able to get her belongings out of the house, hoping for a safe return. As are we all, hoping for a safe return. And we don't know, and I want to make this clear for Ashley's comment, while Ashley's comment is up here on screen, we don't know if anything is being collected inside of the home. And we don't know if whether something is being collected, either if that's something connected to the Laundrie family or if that's a belonging of Gabby Petito. Remember, Gabby Petito is said to have lived in this home for an extended period of time. These two were engaged to be married. And people have commented at me and asked me if that's out of the ordinary to live at your fiance's house with their parent, with your future mother and father-in-law. And maybe, folks, you can comment at me again here. I don't think that that's very, much out of the ordinary here. You live in a lot of weird places or a lot of interesting places right after college or right, in your early 20s when you're trying to, set up the foundation for the rest of your life. Sometimes you'll be in different apartments. You'll stay in different family members' houses. I don't think that that's out of the ordinary, but that's just me speaking there. Again, let's get to the comments. We have a crew here that's kind of moving down the street. We'll tap the touchscreen here, and we can see that we are moving down the street here. But you know what? I think that they're just returning to their vehicle to get ready for the 11 o'clock news here on WFLA. Let's listen in here for a moment and just see if there's any continuous shouting going on here, any noise, or whether the folks that have gathered here outside of the home, have they listened to officers and cooperate with officers in being quiet?
I figure how much longer we're gonna need to stay here.
We're not going anywhere. Get your butt outside.
Yeah, we're in day shift.
Again, we are not going
that's
anywhere
fine.
until you are in handcuffs. Give us some damn answers.
Well, there's period. Yeah, just let me know what the plan is. That's all. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Let's go to a camera shot here showing the crowd. Back here with you live, folks, on WFLA Now. JB Buno here with you. Let's kind of reset with where we are. As a reminder, the very latest for you is on WFLA.com, the WFLA app, the latest on the search for Gabby Petito. There we have a hub for all of our articles connecting everything that we know right now with Gabby Petito's disappearance. So while we have an opportunity here, we'll go back to the live coverage here in just a second. But WFLA.com, the WFLA app is where all the latest updates, everything that we have factually confirmed, everything from law enforcement, it's all on WFLA.com, the WFLA app, as well as analysis here. Now, what's interesting is here we have a woman that has been shouting at the house. Let's see. I think we have an interview with her live. Let's listen in.
ASCIMENTO.
You a Northport resident?
Yes.
How long have you lived in Northport?
6 years.
Wow. You're out here tonight. We've heard you. Just what did it mean for you to be out here tonight as police are going in and out of the home?
I just hope that somebody would do the same for me. Justice! I hope that strangers, neighbors, the community would come together if it was me in my situation. So that's why I'm out here, and I feel like he's a coward. And even if it was an accident or anything, really, I mean, he knows something. So for him not to say anything is just heart-wrenching for me, because as a mother of two boys, if something happened to either one of my boys, I certainly hope that whoever last seen them, which was Brian Laundrie, would say something, or say at least, it was an accident, or whatever, and something happened, we got into an argument, whatever. But he's not saying anything, and so that's why I'm here. We're gonna harass him until he comes out, and I'm okay with that.
To see all these people out here tonight, what does that tell you? What does that show you? To see all these people out here calling on him to speak and say something. What does that show you? What does that tell you?
Yeah, honestly, we were here when it kind of first started, so we kind of saw the police come in and everything else. So it was exciting to see that more and more people were coming, and everyone was chanting for her and in her corner, and to show her that even though we don't know her personally, we're here for you and you're not alone. I mean, I hope that wherever she is, she knows that people are fighting for her.
last thing I'll let you go. You've seen officers going in and out. What do you see them? Do you see them carrying things, bringing anything out, or what are you seeing officers do? What have you seen?
Definitely. I saw the first time they were carrying some paper bags, so maybe it's to collect something. Initially, I thought it was to cover his face because I thought he was a coward and wouldn't come out with his face. But I think it's to collect evidence.
J-E-N-N or J-E-N?
J-E-N-N. Two N's.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Fist bump right there from Nico Clemens there to the woman. That's the comments I've seen her all night. She's been screaming at the top of her lungs, so it was interesting there to see her in her calm voice. That's probably, that woman there has been the most vocal as far as using her vocal cords here to shout in the direction of this house. I think that she might be the one with the megaphone device. But quite frankly, based on some of the stuff that we were hearing, I don't know if she needs it. She's been shouting for hours now, but it was nice to hear her answer some questions from 8 on Your Sides. Nico Clemens here. We're live outside of the house there. Really, I mean, guys, turn up that iPhone brightness if you're watching on a mobile device, and you'll be able to see the faint outline of an officer that is keeping the peace here outside of the Laundry home here. Again, let's reset, and then we have an entire queue of your hashtag HAB comments to get to here. Earlier on tonight, we got word of a demonstration that was going to occur outside of the Laundry home. Of course, that's not something that that any news outlet is going to share out information of and put on broadcast, just because first and foremost, it was unconfirmed reports. We didn't have a confirmed report that they were going to be organizing, and secondly, it's because of situations like this, because you don't know if there's somebody out there that might have really bad intentions as far as showing up here to the Laundry home and doing something. We don't want this situation to get any worse. So we had some early word come into our newsroom regarding a demonstration outside of the home. We also got word, of course, a confirmed word, something that we were putting out on air, that there was a prayer vigil that was coming together not too far away from here in Northport, Florida, people that were coming together to share a message of hope. But then we got word, everything changed when we got word from News Nation's Brian Enton. Follow, of course, News Nation, a great outlet for us here as part of our company, Next Star Nation. Brian Enton reporting he was stationed outside of this house. He was right here in the spot. He's probably right there next to our reporters here. Brian, a ally of ours as far as our reporting here. And Brian reported that he was first to say to us, police have entered the home. And then, of course, it became the scene that we have now. This was before the sun went down. And then what happened, we had reports, and then it confirmed we had officers going in with brown paper bags, which can usually be used to gather evidence, collect items of some sort. And then officers coming out of the house to collect items from the silver Ford Mustang convertible. That's the vehicle that has been, we don't know whose vehicle that is, but that is a vehicle that has been in the driveway for several days now. And we know because we've had reporters here around the clock here monitoring the developments at the Laundry household. So additionally, the other only significant development worth passing along here to you, trying to catch everybody up here on WFLA now for folks that maybe just found this live stream, was the fact that, again, perhaps one of the most bizarre moments in this particular story so far, the entire crowd was on the front lawn of the house. That's trespassing times however many people that are there. They were all on the front lawn of the house. And that includes camera crews and news crews that were there. Everyone was on the front lawn of the house. And then, of course, the officer came and pushed everybody back into the street, where now clearly the roadway is being blocked. And people have been asking about that question because we've had roadways blocked for more and less here for protests and demonstrations over the past year and a half here in the Tampa Bay area. So that's where we are. Let's now get to some of the comments here. Here's what I want to explain what you're looking at here on the right side of your screen, because it's more than just a black screen with a faint couple of lights here. Here's what I believe is happening right now. Oh, there we saw a photographer with a flash. Let's talk about lighting here for just a second. Everything here revolves around battery. Right now, the camera crews that are feeding back feeds here, including some that are doing it via cellular device. We're doing it here from several news crews and their professional news cameras. Battery is a precious resource here. You can't plug into the concrete beneath your feet when you're at a scene like this. So right now, everyone's conserving battery, and the most draining, perhaps, of any device is LED lights. So you can't see anything right now of the Laundrie household, and that's because no one has their lights on, but there are lights in position here. So these are trained news professionals. What will happen is if something happens at this house in the minutes ahead, what the news crews will do is flip on their lights, because again, they're trying to save battery, flip on those lights, and then we'll be able to see what's going on. So right now, everyone's conserving battery, but there's very much an active scene here, even though now clearly we just have a faint cell light in the face of the officer that was telling and instructing people to try to keep their calm and keep their voices down. And there goes the phone. Turning on, oh, and there it's on again. Okay, let's get to matters that matter here in the Facebook Live comment section. Jordan, I want to make sure that this, I alert you folks here to this next comment. This is unconfirmed, but again, here with WFLA Now, a big part of what we do here as far as live streaming is bringing you in to the conversation here. So any observations that you made here on this stream, we want to hear from you. So Jordan Miller here a short time ago saying #HeyJB, again, unconfirmed here. She or he, and I don't know which one is Jordan here based on the profile picture. So he, she, they, a phone was removed from the vehicle when they were going through it. They put it in their pocket when it was passed out of the vehicle. I wish I had instant replay here for you folks, but I don't. But we did have the clip earlier, or that we were on live stream earlier when they were going through the Ford Mustang convertible. Now, Jordan here is saying that he, she, or they saw a phone, a cellular phone being removed from that vehicle. Now, I can tell you that I was worried about the 7 screens, the touch screens here in front of me, and I did not catch a phone being removed from the Ford Mustang convertible, but that is entirely possible. Maybe we can get some #HeyJordan comments going in here in the Facebook Live comment section so that we can know that you're responding to Jordan and whether or not you saw the same. Did you see a phone get removed from the Ford Mustang convertible? That's an interesting note here. And again, to the comment earlier from Kyle, could they have just been getting stuff out of the car for the family inside because the family is afraid of coming out to face this crowd? That's entirely possible too. The family could be in there speaking with officers and say, listen, we have some stuff in the car. We don't feel comfortable. We don't feel that it's safe to leave our home right now. Can an officer of the law please go out there and retrieve these items from the Ford Mustang convertible? And that's entirely what could have happened. Everyone's looking for Gabby's phone. Everyone wants to know where Gabby's phone is, but let's not make any mistake based on Jordan's comment here, whether or not a phone was removed from the vehicle. That let's just say that it's highly unlikely that is a phone related to the disappearance of Gabby Petito, at least based on what we know here at this time. Jose Fuentes, #HeyJB. Did you say 2 days ago that he was going to Cancun? Let's make this clear. We've been doing a lot of live streams. I never said that he was going to Cancun. We were having a conversation about Brian Laundrie is a free man. It's a free man. And we were getting into a conversation on WFLA Now. If he wanted to, right now, buy a plane ticket and leave from Tampa International Airport and go to Cancun for a little getaway to escape this, could he legally? The answer is yes. So we were having a conversation here. I never said he was going to Cancun. I was asking the question, and it was a part of a conversation based on one of your comments that we had come in here. Could he leave right now? Police say they know exactly where he is. So, and we have a comment that just came in here a short time ago. Let's get to Brooke Donahue's comment here. Perfect segue here. #HeyJB. Have you heard anything about Brian possibly being missing as if he fled? I saw a comment saying that. The answer is no. So Chief Garrison, Northport Police Chief Garrison, said 3 times in the press conference they know exactly where Brian is. And it was said, other reporters have indicated to me that it was said with intention to let people know they know where Brian is. They might not be able to charge him with a crime. They might not be able to charge him in connection with the van being, driven back here to Florida, but they know exactly where he is, and they're keeping tabs on him. What we don't know is whether or not he's inside of this house. There's family members here. And we don't know whether or not Brian is in fact inside of this home. Let's just kind of, I want to keep folks updated. We're going to continue to take more hashtag AJB comments here in the Facebook Live comment section, and in Twitter and on YouTube as well. I know we have a sizable audience across social media here. Let's just kind of listen in here to see what folks are saying here outside of Brian Laundrie's home. The time now 8:39 Eastern.
There's evidence in there, so you might as well just confess to what happened, because we're all waiting. They brought in the bed.
She all right? He's a good egg. That's good. That's like, 30 days.
I'm back, guys. Sorry, I had to do the dishwasher. You're going to drive over there, Peckless. Apparently, it's been confirmed that he did take off, and that's why the parents asked for police to go there.
You know the guy. I can hear him talking.
Some murmurs, just the crowd restless, as you would imagine. I know that there are a lot of commenters here that that wish that they could be here.
Yes, she could go
I just know
report
because
for
that's
us.
what you've been saying to me in the Facebook Live and YouTube Live and Twitter comment sections here, replying on Twitter as well. So many people saying, "I wish I could be there tonight," because you want to be. There's so many people that just want to be part of this
They need to
movement,
find him, though.
calling for Brian Laundrie to come forward. There's
Well,
so much
he had
frustration out
left
there, and you
before
can bang
they
the
were there,
glass on your
apparently.
iPhone or Android keyboard all day long, but it's not going to help.
And maybe there's a back entrance.
It's not going to help as far as solving many of your
Hi,
frustrations
Susan.
that are out there. That are people that wanted what I was trying to get at. Not that typing on a keyboard isn't going to accomplish anything. I don't want to be taken out of context. What I meant was that there are people that want to do more than just type. But with that said, there have been a lot of people online that have been trying to comb through. I had a link sent my way earlier that there are some sleuths on Reddit that are going through literally hours and hours of Yellowstone National Park's webcam video to see if they have any hint of the van or Gabby or any clue that points them in the direction of Gabby Petito's whereabouts. And this is one of the better things that the internet and social media and collaborative efforts online can accomplish as far as people coming together and trying to do some good. So it's been heartwarming to see some of those efforts, but also at the same time we have to be responsible here and telling you be very cautious
said a
as
male
to the
has
amount of misinformation that is out there. I had somebody or several people blow up my phone first thing this morning, right when I woke up, with this, I'm not going to say what it was.
I'm not going to
It's
say
an
that
unsubstantiated
just
claim,
yet. Just
and
hang
then
on
a couple
till
hours
it's
later, it was proven
confirmed.
to be completely false and fabricated. Be very mindful that there are landmines of misinformation out there online. Keep it to the reputable sources of information. We can have a conversation based on what we know and what we don't know here on WFLA Now, and we can stay rooted in reality. But when of course you're out on the web and looking for more on Gabby Petito's story and the latest facts that are out there, be mindful that a lot of times you're not going to find facts. You're going to find unsubstantiated claims and misinformation.
There are
Let's get some more
helicopters
of the comments that are coming in here. And I want to bring in Amber's comment. We did get a couple of hashtag Hey Jordan comments here for the comment. Let me put up Jordan's comment from earlier here. Again, this was unconfirmed, but Jordan Miller here had said, hashtag HJB, a phone was removed from the vehicle when they were going through it. They put it in their pocket when it was passed out of the vehicle. And again, I told you I didn't see a phone get removed. And let's get to the comments that came in after that. Amber Bumgardner, hashtag Hey Jordan. I have a recording of what you're talking about. I believe the officer put something in his pocket. Okay, so there you have something perhaps going into the pocket. I think we're getting, oh, yeah. Okay, I did see that come through on social media. Okay. That's not that big of a, okay. We just got in some new developments here from News Nation's Brian Enton. Great follow on Twitter. He's at the house, and he has confirmed, this is again via correspondent for News Nation, Brian Enton, our Florida correspondent for News Nation, and be sure to check out News Nation now. News Nation confirming that Brian Laundrie is not in this home. He's not in this house.
What I just heard.
Family members of Brian Laundrie are said to be in this house, but not Brian Laundrie himself. That's a new update that we just got in here moments ago. And again, we're talking about credible sources of information. 8 on your sides. Allison Henning, find her online, on Twitter, on social media. Find Nico Clemens. Find Jordan Shecker. Find Masa Saidi, Walt Petito, and News Nation's Brian Enton. You'll get reliable, credible information from those sources, including from us here at WFLA and WFLA.com, the WFLA app. Good opportunity to remind you that we have a hub there for everything related to Gabby Petito and what we know at this time. So you can find it on WFLA.com and the WFLA app. Let's come back here with you live and get to another comment here. And Heather Colern, the comment's going to come up here. Come on. Waiting for it. No? Okay, well, hold on. Our interactive tool here, it's a public, there it is. Heather Colern, I wasn't lying, hashtag KJB. I don't know if it was a phone, but I also saw them take something out similar to a phone or maybe a paper, fold it up and put it in his pocket. Prayers to Gabby and her family for a safe return. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to ask our team members here. I know we have some members of the newsroom here. Maybe we can get that clip of when they were going through the Ford Mustang here in the driveway, and we can pass along that information to you. Or that video, we can watch that video.
There's helicopters above
pass along
the house.
Maybe we can look a little bit closer as to what was being taken out of the vehicle. We are live here without a break of any kind here. So I'll stay here with you live, folks, to answer your questions. And again, one more time, all lights here at the scene have been powered down because the last thing that you want to have happen is activity at the house and then your lights go out because you don't have power. So all the lights that have been set up here for news crews are powered down right now to conserve battery for that moment when something does in fact happen. So it's dark right now. If something lights up, you know something's happening here because news crews spotted something. They're powering up. Look at that. I swear I didn't plan it. Let's listen in.
So there's a buzzing noise too. Hear that?
What do you have to say?
Where is Gabby?
Say something. Everybody here is waiting. This is your community. This is your community.
Look for police. Say something. Say something. Say something. Police, say something.
So one of the police cars are about to leave. Hi, 10-9. No, we're just watching what's happening at the laundry house right now. Apparently, he's not in the house, and that his parents asked for police to go there because he allegedly took off.
Yes, what was the?
Quick.
Yeah, no.
Anything?
Yeah, I mean, I got them getting in the car and the car driving by. How about you? I saw you pop out. Yeah.
Yeah,
You had to.
I got them.
Yeah.
I got Avis's down there. So.
Yeah. I saw. Yeah.
Isn't that right, Shannon? It's just,
Officers leaving the scene here of Brian.
Is it because of technology we're more aware? But people are sick to death of this sort of stuff.
Then I got this other problem with this.
They're right here. Hey,
It is lovely seeing the same faces in chat. I really appreciate it, guys. You're
I
awesome.
don't have a lot. You guys, I figured you were down there. I got it.
And we're not sitting here being hateful either. Like,
Yes,
I think we're all in here for the right reasons.
All right, some news chatter there from our crews there in the field trying to just decipher what exactly just happened here. And what we know is that officers left. We don't know at this time if all of the officers left, but it certainly, as of right now, multiple officers left the laundry home. So we can't say that all of the officers are gone there. Again, this is clearly an issue where safety is on the minds here of officers with the Northport Police Department.
Pretty sure
they
you
don't
do.
want any crime
sort of,
being committed here by
system.
any of the folks that have gathered here outside of the home. There are some emotionally charged people who are really invested in the Gabby Petito case here that are outside of the home here. And the last thing that we want, last thing that officers want, last thing that anybody wants really is any incident happening here tonight. So could there be an additional officer, whether it's in the home, outside of the home, stationed in the vehicle right there on the street? It's entirely possible. But officers seen leaving the laundry home there, and it's hard to know based on our camera vantage point there what they left with. And that's going to be the big question. We're going to have a live report here coming up here from 8 on your sides. Allison Henning coming up here in just a moment. We'll get you back out to the live feed. They're powering down now here. Just a bit of a break for our equipment. News camera equipment does need rest, just like anyone does. So they're powering down here for just a moment. We'll get back to our live coverage here and decipher exactly what just happened outside of the laundry home. But we can say with certainty, of course, that officers left the home. Allison Henning has just called in here, and let's see if we can bring in Allison in any way here. Hopefully, Allison, shoot me a text. I want to hear from you. Shoot me a text here on my phone, because what I'm trying to do here is finding out if you're going to be joining us via the live camera feed or if you're going to be joining us via the cell phone. Because if you're joining us via phone, I could bring you up here on the phone. Oh, no. Okay, you are joining us via the camera feed. The camera feed is back up. Allison, if you have us, what just happened here at the laundry household?
We just watched it. Why does she have to tell us?
Hey, JB, can you hear me all right?
I can hear you, Allison. You're live here on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and WFLA.com, the WFLA app. What just happened here outside the laundry household?
All righty. So just a few seconds
Yeah,
ago,
exactly,
we could see,
Kazona.
4 officers come out from
Don only talks about
Brian
Don.
Laundrie's parents' home. As you remember, his parents invited police here to talk to them. So this was at their request. They got here about 6:20, so it's just about 9 o'clock. So they were here for some time, but of course, there's quite a crowd out here tonight who was kind of demanding some answers not just from Brian and his family, but from the police. What kind of conversation happened inside there? There was a minivan parked in the driveway, a police minivan, and the officers got in, they cleared the roadway, and they drove off. They did not say anything about what happened inside that
My
home.
God.
Northport police did tell us that they are going to be giving some sort of an update. I'm not sure if that's going to come tonight, but they said to expect an update at some point. Of course, I think everyone here, everyone at home, they want
Guys,
to know,
I'm going to have to go because
inside
I've
that
got to go
home.
and
But at
get
this point
ready
in
to
time,
go
Northport
on this
police
hour-long
who left the
drive
scene here, their
to
lips
have
were
this
sealed. They did
C
not say
shot.
anything about exactly
But
what happened inside.
I will be back
Allison Henning
later
reporting
on.
here, folks, and we're working on
3 or 4
any
hours.
updates that we can get in here to the newsroom because
But I'll be watching in the car.
this is
So
a very active scene, and we, based on of course what we have here in the newsroom and
Me
what's going
either,
on here,
Diane.
we don't anticipate this coming to a close anytime soon. We're getting in some information to our newsroom that there might be additional developments. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna keep you posted here on the very latest here. Allison, we're looking here. Just confirm here for us, Allison, that
thank
we
you,
got
Packless.
additional
I love
reporters
you
here
all
just stationed
too.
outside of
I'm
the
going to
lawn.
miss you. I'll be back though.
Yes, lots of reporters.
Hopefully I get this community tab
If you look at the
soon, so
driveway, you can see there are two
I can
officers
still
kind of
chat
standing
with
out
you.
there. Obviously, earlier in the evening when this
Sorry guys, I've got to leave it halfway through, but yeah,
everyone kind of
an
flooded
appointment,
onto
so I
their
have to do
property,
it.
onto the lawn. Police push everyone back,
Okay,
and
thanks
the road has been
guys.
filled with a combination of people from this
I'll talk to
community
you soon.
and news
Bye.
media from the area and across the country.